What will happen to the housing market if we go into a recession? Recessions happen when people stop spending money. And when people stop spending money, then corporations make less profits. Is a recession coming? Probably, likely, yes. How's that going to affect us? Well, no one can ever predict how recession affects us. They think this one's going to be somewhat mild. Other people think we're going to have a big issue with commercial real estate. They actually think we're going to have kind of like a meltdown like we did in 2008 with commercial real estate, like we did in residential real estate. So the setup to that was that people were buying apartment buildings for way over value because they didn't have anywhere else to put their money that was safe. They weren't just buying them for cash, they were getting large loans on them. So when you get a large loan on an apartment building and it's at 3% interest, the amount of money you invest in it, then you can get a higher cap rate of 7% because interest rates are low. What happens on those loans is they're commercial loans. They have due dates. They're not fixed for 30 years. They're due in 2, 3, 5 years. And so in the next 2 years, apartment loans and also commercial malls and things like that, the regional banks, again, regional banks are the ones that loan to communities and cities and areas, regions. Those banks, they're going to be renewing loans not at 3% interest, but at 5% interest. The investors are going to have a hard time making those higher payments because now we're in a recession. Rents are probably not going to go up. Some of the smaller businesses are going to close in malls and things like that. And then the banks are going to be in default. They're going to pick up REOs. Now they're going to have the real estate owned on their books, and then they don't have a lot of money to lend out. Then when you want to go in and get an equity line of credit for $100,000, they're not going to give it to you anymore because they don't have the money to loan. That just makes a recession go on and on and on and on. I'm not saying that we're all screwed and everything. I'm just saying that's what a recession is, and we're probably going to have that for the next 2 years. The housing market in general, there's still not enough inventory nationally, but like I used to live in Arizona, they just develop desert land and make more houses, more tracks and everything else. In Maui, there's plenty of land, but we're totally anti-development. So there's no units going in. I don't believe the recession is going to cause very much headache for us regarding prices, either in Kona or Maui, because we have a large demand of people, the baby boomers, that are selling their homes off in Nebraska, Kansas, Toledo, Ohio, wherever, and they have cash and they come over here and they want to live out their old days because they have lower arthritis in their knees or their joints, and they always wanted to live in Maui. So we don't have inventory, but we still have people that want to buy. Even if the prices drop slightly, someone's going to buy that. These people aren't going to, if the market slows down, they're not going to throw their properties on the market for discounted value. And we have more and more people still coming over here buying. So, and with no new development and growth, the answer to that is that our prices will remain stable.
Buy or sell Maui real estate, Romvari Realty.